Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. The moon rises once more over Red Sky Bay, and you know what? I see that little building down there, that little house, and I say, you know what? That's a pretty good death house. It's okay, anyway. Whoa, oh no, that's... Okay, don't slam into it though. That's not how it's intended to be operated. But anyway, I started working on this model of Chris Perkins' Death House from the book Curse of Strahd. And I felt like this is a good way for me to learn how to apply lessons from D&D maps to Minecraft-type spaces. And it was. But, you know, there are certain pieces of this that still aren't finished, you know? Like these brewing stands here. I got some awkward potions that I should probably turn into, like, actual, you know, good potions. Like, take this magma cream and this gas tier, right? Just throw them in, right? There's no reason not to. Oh, no. I'm out of blaze powder. Dang it. Okay. Well, I was going to come in here with my purple glazed terracotta and work on the second story bedroom / study in here because this just never got done. But one of the problems with being busy making all this cool stuff is that when you're busy, things fall through the cracks. And some of those things are like entire walls in houses, which need to be finished. So clearly there's a lot to be done there. I think that there's actually supposed to be even more. This room's supposed to go on further back here. And apparently I just kind of dug into the wall and got lazy. So there is further that as an element of this. So I've glazed terracotted in this part here, but it's pretty obvious I'm going to need to come back with some birchwood and some more bookshelves. And that's fine because I have more bookshelves in my vampire castle. Oh, you know what, guys? These could be lit up because you guys gave me the best advice in the last episode. Oh no, I don't have room. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to light up these guys, and then we are going to go and get more blaze powder and more birchwood. There's just so much stuff to do. So, time skip. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Cauldron burns, and whatever this thing is... blubbles? I don't know. Let's throw a gas tier in there and see if it cries. It'll blubble away. And this'll sugar up something. I don't know. Sugar, syrup. We'll concatenate it with some things. We'll concentrate it with some things. If you're not part of the problem, you're part of the precipitate? No. There's no way that's accurate. I don't... No, it's part of the solution. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to let these brewing stands do their thing. We're going to toss some redstone in there to get increased potions of regeneration and swiftness. Got some fire resistance and regeneration already. Yeah, let's just store these for later. These could be decorative, or they could save our lives. So, you know, hopefully we'll remember to bring those when we actually need them. In the short term, though, I was able to grab more birchwood planks, everyone's favorite wood planks. You know what? I should get some more of the dark oak, though, too, because that would be really good for the ceiling. And, you know, it's not like I had, like, an indefinite period of time I could have spent grabbing all this stuff before I started recording. Didn't get any dark oak. Okay, we're just going to hope nothing in this house needs dark oak, like the ceiling of the room that we were just working on, like right here. Clearly, I'm going to need to get some dark oak slabs. Wow, that whole thing doesn't really meet the ceiling properly. Did I just not notice that, or did I not care? It's been months since I worked on that. But yeah, we're going to have to get some dark oak slabs to fix that up. But in the meantime, come through here. Boom. Look at that. This is a perfect little study. So we will add some additional shelves kind of along some of these walls here. Or maybe even dig them into the walls. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll worry about it later. Core concept. This is more functional than it was. And there are a lot of pieces of this that need to be more functional. Kind of thinking we come in here with some end rods, get some castles, not castles, candles. I'm so busy thinking about castle building. Like if we had some little tables that we could put candles on here, that would look good. Just trying to think through this like detail by detail. How could we improve this? What's this? A glowing armor stand? Goodness gracious alive, that's already perfect in every way. And this storage room is actually pretty alright too. Let's see, this room, we're probably alright. I gotta come through here with the actual book and really think through how we want to handle each of these things. Like, this area should not be lit up like the sun. Oh, and you know why it's lit up like the sun? There's a hole in the ceiling, and the sun is shining through, and the bones I need to seal up this ceiling are absent. So, yeah, let's go get those bones. No bones about it. That's our next step, next course of action. Next action to take me out to the ball game, take me out to the, I don't know, steal in a bunch of bone blocks. Yeah, let's do that now. Time skip. Our inventory tells a story, and that story has a beginning, a middle, but to what end? You know what? I grabbed some slabs, and I think they're fabulous for improving this sealing experience right here. We are sealing off all of these little gaps that might have created some sort of undesirable living space. Oh, wait, those ones there, those are going to... Ooh, yeah, we got to make those all the way down. Can't have that whole thing exposed. You know, I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll double slab all of these then. In some of the other rooms, we had kind of a vaulted ceiling. Not really vaulted, but just a little bit of depth to it that I felt like was really helpful. And I'd like to do that in this room too, but I'm not entirely sure how feasible it is. Now, one other thing that I wanted to do in this room. So these bookshelves here are actually supposed to wrap all the way around this wall. But then this shelf is supposed to protrude out a little bit. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I will cheat it and have... Oh, this wall is shared by... Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. I was going to say maybe we could fit some shelves into here real quickly. And it turns out we can, but let's torch that up so no skeletons spawn. Get our bookshelf blocks out. And we are just going to turn this into the library it was meant to be. Okay, great. Now, let's see. Technically, these floor-to-ceiling bookshelves over here are supposed to obscure a secret door. And I think the best way to do that is going to be to kind of cover that up like so. Excellent. Now, then we're supposed to have a set of desks. Well, So we're supposed to have a chair on either side of this kind of fireplace and a desk here with a chair behind it. Now, we don't want to use the same color wood that we used for the ceiling or floor because that'll blend in. Like, if we come across the hall here, you can... What is that noise? Oh, it's raining now. I find that an acceptable weather phenomenon. Thank you, the rain. You bring the plants. Alright, so as I look at the schematic here, we got a chair on this side of the fireplace and a chair over here. I don't know if I like having that one maybe right there. Maybe more like this. Seems kind of more friendly. Now for this desk we're supposed to have, I kind of think having these oak slabs and oak stairs is going to sell it to some degree. So we can kind of put these in here like so. It's just kind of, so we'll have the chair be a little bit off center. That works. We got a chair back here, chair here. Got our desk, we got our bookshelves, got our ceiling. Boom! This room is accomplished. Mission achieved room. Mission achieved. Although, I'm wondering if I could maybe improve the look of these bookshelves, because it's kind of strange how these go from being outside the wall to inside the wall here. Let's go ahead and get our Silk Touch pick, not our other pick, and see if we can clean this up a little bit. Me and you and me are gonna hew like destiny is achieved today with bookshelves, in a way. Boom, boom, boom. Let us play. That is way more suitable on the whole. So we've got two chairs over there. We got a different chair over here. That reads well enough as a chair. If you're like, what's that thing behind that desk? Yeah, I think it works. Now the torches on the floor are not really ideal. Now, how would we do this? Do we have end rods we could put? Well, let's just put the torches like so. And we'll put another one back here. And that should keep the room on the whole well enough lit that nothing should spawn. On this side, we've got these two torches inside the armor stands right by the door. So that'll light into here. Let's turn our lighting down a little bit. How is our brightness? Wow. Yeah, you see, this definitely, once again, we're building a creepy death house. This wallpaper looks really kind of crazy with the brightness all the way up, but when you turn it down, This space has a little bit of fear to it. The embers in the fireplace look especially good. I'm so happy with this. Okay, so let's just... Got our kitchen in here, looking good. Pantry. Now, one thing I realized I was missing is there's supposed to be a trap door in this room that leads down to the dungeon. It's a one-way exit from the dungeon. And it's magically concealed, so you can never find it unless you are on your way out of the dungeon. And I think it was supposed to be like right here or so. But when I come down right here, there's clearly not actually a trapdoor in it, right? So, how do we fix that? Well, let me tell you something. There is nothing in Minecraft I'm better at than mining straight down, irregardless of the consequences. Although, now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm thinking maybe I should chug a regeneration potion just in case. No consequences here. Just wasting potions and digging straight down. Although I'm also realizing I don't know how far down the dungeon is. And I might just dig entirely past it into a lava vein. Oh man, I really should have checked what level that dungeon... Did I bring any ladders at all? No guys, this is a one-way mission. Straight down to where monsters are apparently. Where is the monster? Because that might be helpful to know where the monster is. He sounds like he's nearby. So let's go ahead and just mine out in a few different directions, see if we can find the thing. Can't exactly echolocate him. Oh, wait. Is this the dungeon here? No, it's not. Dang it, I thought I was so close. Okay, so at this point we've mostly succeeded in digging a hole for no reason that goes nowhere, in which we can hear terrifying monster sounds. Now, that sounds like a great start to any adventure, but I feel like we can do more. Ooh, we did. We seem to be in some sort of chasm / cavern, a caversum, if you will. It's definitely conversational. I think that this chasm was also run into by another shaft that I dug when I was working on this Death House thing. So I'm curious if I can find that from here or if I'm in the completely wrong spot. But either way, what we're going to do, okay, that's a creeper, is we're going to put this here like so. Let's check our Y level. 32. I think we're too low. Let's check our ender pearls. None. Okay. Well, there's no way that I'm going to fly out of here. We can make a whole bunch of sticks and a whole bunch of ladders. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Probably a waste of the dark oak wood, but you know what? Sometimes when you are way down low, you gotta get back up. I mine straight down, but I get up again. Your ladder gonna keep me down? I don't know. What? No, we were so close. Oh wait, we're okay. Okay, well, that's the Joe Hill's difference. Whoa! No, don't Elytra kill me. I was gonna say the Joe Hill's difference is having precisely enough ladders to get up there, but... Okay, remember the part where we chugged that potion of regeneration earlier just in case, and then it wore off before we fell down the ladder? And then we removed our Elytra just in case? Yeah, we're gonna all remember that very well. Okay, on our way back up. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to go back down to the dungeon underneath the house and try and figure out where this trapdoor meets up with where we are. So let's go ahead and head there now. Time skip! Our toes are firmly planted at the bottom of the dungeon here. Now, if I look at my coordinates, I can see that we are at Y level 39. Now, according to the map, that trapdoor is supposed to be over here. But according to my knowledge of the geometry of the house, that ladder would actually connect somewhere back over here more. Which makes me worried that maybe the dungeon I just built at a rotated setup, although I can't actually, in any case, you know what? Actually, no, I'm thinking about this. There's no way that could ever work. I've descended these vines down to the cavernous dungeony mines, and I've discovered that I can't find exactly how this is supposed to be oriented. The house in the book is oriented differently than I did it in Minecraft, and trying to mentally map it has gone poorly. But I was able to determine that the dungeon below the house was built at level 40. So that means if I come down here and climb down this ladder until I reach around level 40, which we're at 64, 57, 50, 40, okay. You can kind of swing a pick a little bit. Okay, and I know if I dig this way, I should eventually link up with the rest of the dungeon. And that will settle once and for all if I'm completely, absolutely wrong about every part of this. Because I have been trying to work it out off camera, and it has not been going well. I don't know if you guys have ever had something that you made go well, but imagine that you took that and inverted it. Okay, so here's an example of a problem. I seem to be in a cavern again. That is not the area I'm trying to get to. I didn't even know this existed. That means I'm probably not where I need to be, right? Like, logically speaking, that doesn't bode well. If we were going to, like, say, hey, Joe, is this one Bowden, or is it maybe two Bowden? The answer is, guys, actually, this seems a little bit foreboding. And it's not exactly verboten for me to do this way, but, like, it's clearly not something I should be making up on the fly, like, 15 months into this project or whatever. But here we are, 15 months into this project, just knocking holes in walls to see if we bump into the thing that we think is supposed to be there. And when I say knocking holes in walls, walls here is very generous. I am actually aggressively digging through meters and meters of solid stone with no genuine results. This is nuts. I should have hit something by now. I've been striking the earth, and I have come up short. Man, I keep talking because I'm assuming that at any moment I'm going to break through and find what I'm looking for. But that's probably an overly optimistic thing at this point. Like, have I overshot it? Like, the whole house isn't this wide, so maybe I've overshot it. But okay, so we're going to come back to the ladder. And the ladder is on this corner of the house. So I think I've gotten lined up generally with where I should eventually hit something, but, you know, these are intentions. And I don't know if you've ever been in a tent. Oh. But yeah, it goes a lot like that sometimes. Okay. So I definitely did this incorrectly. In that this vine shaft, I should be able to go this way and then to the left in order to reach that that ladder well. And clearly the ladder well is absolutely somewhere else. Now, what we can do, because we have so much vertical space between the house and the dungeon level, I'll just go to wherever the like ladder well up is supposed to be, dig upwards a little ways, and then make a tunnel that connects to that tunnel. So we'll actually fill that in and make it higher up. There's a way to do this. But yeah, that is a little disappointing that I didn't match the orientation of the dungeon underneath to the house. Although the map on this is super confusing. So maybe it's not 100% my fault. Maybe it's 98.6% my fault. But you know what? we can't have a bad temperature about these things. Sometimes things don't go our way, and we are just going to deal with it. We are going to be cool about it, and that's all right. So, let's see. So far this episode, we've done some work on our study, we've done some work on figuring out our tunnel, and we've done some work, on our roof in the attic, which I haven't shown off. I think I walked past it. We'll call that work. Now, one thing that we do have to do still is dig out more of this room. Now, this room here is supposed to be like a communal dining room area, and I was kind of thinking for that, we get some of these dark oak slabs here. Just make a nice little table, Doesn't have to be the fanciest, but just kind of something that feels solid, Something that feels communal. Boom. Communal. Hey, bat, you're not part of a community, although you are a mammal. And we'll put some benches along the sides here for people to sit on that are currently kind of pulled out. And yeah, that kind of works. And let's see, what was actually supposed to be over here? Okay, yeah, that's right. We got these stairs down from here. Now that I know how this is supposed to be oriented, I'm having a harder time reading the map than I was before. Okay. So, our closet is dug out over there for area 28. And we have this that goes down a hallway and is eventually supposed to connect to a study and some other things via a tunnel that goes this way. Oh wait, maybe this is it. No, this is where we just have a mine. And a witch, apparently. Why are there witches in here? I guess why not? Why not have witches in here? That's fine. I accept every part of this. It's perfectly natural. Okay, remember how I kept saying we're going to find where that witch is laughing at us from eventually? I think I did. Found it, guys. Okay, so we're just going to torch up as much of this as quickly as we can before the stuff starts spawning and falling on us. I still don't actually hear or see the witch. I mean, I hear the witch, but I don't think the witch that we're hearing is actually in this part of the chamber. Somehow, nothing is in this part of the chamber, which is a good thing to me, because that means I can light it all up before stuff starts spawning. How is this such a big cave? It's got nothing in it. I'm surprised. I was going to retreat as soon as stuff started shooting at me. Nothing's shooting at me. Not complaining. Okay, there's 3 creepers. Yep, so remember how I said I was going to retreat? Well, time for that plan to initialize. Initiate fear-based reaction. Pretend not to be a robot. Okay, cool. So this room here is supposed to be 5 deep. So we actually need to kind of come out like this a little bit. And then we need to actually arch the kind of outer part here. It's kind of going to be weird. But like this wall should be like this for a few blocks. And then it'll kind of semicircle out and around. So semicircles are hard. So let's go ahead and knock this whole wall out so we can figure out where the semicircle should actually be. So I'm going to go back down to here. Oh, dang it. This is actually supposed to go to further here. And then have a wall there. So I'm kind of making this up as I go successfully, and I'm kind of making a mess of this as I go successfully. It's good to have a combination of skills and luck when you do things. Actually, that wall should probably be there. Okay, so then we'll just kind of come out here and start semicircling this to the best of our ability. In terms of things we could have done better, I think that this is, one of the better ones. We've got the general shape of the room here. We've got kind of like an altar-y looking thing. Or this is a space where like an alcove. I keep saying altar, it's more of an alcove. Here is where the actual ladder up was supposed to be. So what we're going to do is we are going to build that ladder up, or that stairwell up to the trapdoor ladder thing using the magic of the tunnel that we described before, where we're just going to kind of have this ascend slightly and then hook over to where we know that other thing is. So, let's see. How far do we need to go to actually hook over into that? That's a good question. Let's find out using the magic of coordinates. Okay, so this will take us at least back to that tunnel that we found. Or exactly back to yeah, I didn't think that through. Core concept, though. If you came down... If you came up the stairs from the place you're supposed to, that's supposed to connect to that trapdoor, it now connects to that trapdoor. Plus, we got this other part of the cavern dug out here, and some, space to decorate a few more rooms. I don't think I'm going to have time to decorate these rooms today, but it is nice to be back here underneath the Death House doing a little bit of building. So, thank you guys for joining me today. Let's go ahead and wrap this up outdoors where we can have a beautiful view of the Death House. Oh, I should have used the thing I just dug. Anyway, we're going up there. Time skip. Dang it, no! Oh, it's because I took my elytra off. Okay, so we're going to put our elytra back on, guys. And then we're going to jump out here into the bay. See, isn't that nicer? Thank you for saving the world, by the way, server. But yeah, as you can see, our Death House has been pretty good on the outside for a while. But we made progress on the inside, too. Including patching up this roof in here. So now I can't actually get back out of there, but I can seal it up. Oh, wait, you should do that in a different order. We are going to quickly and quietly, everybody, play together, cooperate. Hey, it's Good Times with Scar. Let us go ahead and seal up that roof, and boom. This is a good amount of work on the Death House. Let's go ahead. If we fly over here to our cube, I think we can see the Death House in the distance as we say goodbye to each other today. The end of this video isn't really the end, folks. It's just the beginning of your chance to leave comments and like and subscribe. Your subscriptions are the beginning of this, just like my greeting Scar is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Greetings, Scar, you beautiful friend. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.